All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. P coming back to you guys again. It is Monday, October 26th. Wanted to just give you our next installment of what we'll be doing in physical science. All right, before I get into our content, a couple reminders about this week. So again, today is the 26th of October. So our first marking period actually ends on Friday. So on Friday, October 30th, the first marking period is going to end. So let's just make sure that we are getting in any missing assignments we have. Talk to some of you guys about the quiz. So just keep an eye on that. Check Hack. I haven't received any major issues with you guys being able to access Hack. So I'm assuming that's not really a problem, but take a look on there. Remember, the assignments on Hack are coming right from Schoology here, so they should be pretty straightforward for you to find. But if you need any help finding stuff, as always, shoot me a message on Schoology, and we can take care of that. All right. Something else I want to mention, remember our late policy on our syllabus that we talked about at the beginning of the year. You have 3 days to complete an assignment after the due date for 10% off. You have up to 4 days to do it for 20% off. But on that 5th day and after 5 days, you're receiving a 0 for it. So I've had some people doing some stuff they missed maybe the first week of school or throughout the marking period. So just remember, if it's more than 5 days late, you will be receiving a 0 for that assignment, okay? And if we have any individual situations, again, please reach out to me, and we'll see if we can come up with a solution. But remember, that's the policy that we talked about at the beginning of the year. Looking forward to this week. We're going to be working on 3.3 today and tomorrow, and then 3.4 on Wednesday and Thursday. That will wrap up Investigation 3 for us, but I have another little activity I would like to plug in next Monday. So we'll be having our quiz at the end of next week. So last week we did 3.1, 3.2. Today we are getting into 3.3. All right, for the warm-up here, there is a video for you to take a look at. Please be sure to check that out first. Something else I wanted to mention on the warm-ups is that let's be sure that we are supporting our answers with information that's been shared with us, and let's make sure that we're answering in complete thoughts or complete sentences. Don't need crazy long answers, but it should be more than yes, no, red, blue. Those are just examples. Whether you're restating the question, just so we know what you're talking about. That's just a good practice in any sort of writing. All right. If we jump over here, okay, there are some opportunities for modeling here. This is asking what you think a liquid would look like, what air would look like, and how it is going to be different than that of the model of liquid you did in 3.2. As we progress through here, it does reference an experiment determining the mass of air. I made a video of that right here, measuring the mass of air. This is one I put together. Again, I know the quality of these videos isn't the best, but I'm trying to do as much as I can. So you guys can at least see these experiments that we are talking about. Outside of that video, I have another spreadsheet linked in here. I took some data from a class last year. I mixed in some of my own. Again, we have the mass of the empty syringe, the mass of the syringe with the air, and then what the difference was. So this is ultimately how much the air weighed. There's a simulation that's linked in here. Again, it's also here, but I'm putting everything back and forth. And these last three items are all to help you start to write our first CER. So that's something that you might have done in middle school. There's an article here. Again, it is on the Interactions website, so you can find it here. You can find it on the Interactions website. But if you open this up, it goes into detail about what a CER is. It stands for Claim, Evidence, and Reasoning, so on and so forth. How we can start to construct it, and effectively how to write one of these extended responses. There's a graphic organizer I have linked here. This is just a sort of outline, okay? But this is a good way for you to gather your thoughts. This is not what your end product is going to look like. This is just somewhere for you to take notes or write stuff down. And I like to use bullet points here. Your claim is you're responding to the question. Provide your evidence. Much like writing an essay where you might have 3 points to support your argument, evidence should come in threes as well. And then your reasoning is tying back your evidence and how it supports your claim. So again, if you would like to use this as a graphic organizer, you are more than welcome to. And as you click in here, you should see the rubric. Ultimately, your response is going to look like a paragraph. All right. So that's about it for 3.3. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of questions, stuff like this. But again, take a look at this article. Use the graphic organizer. And, there was a couple extra directions in the document that's attached here. So, as always, let me know if you got any questions, and I will talk to you guys soon.